Hey guys, AnnaDotTV here, and welcome back to another Seduce Me the Otome episode. It has been a long time. We last left off with this guy. I don't remember his name, but we left off with him. He took us out into the stars and stuff, and we're very awkward, and he's very awkward. So yes. Anyways, some of you guys may be wondering where I've been. And you also might have been wondering where this series has been. I've been busy, that's for one. And two, there's been some family stuff that's going on. And if you follow me on Twitter, you know about that. So I'm not going to really reinstate it here because YouTube is a happy place. So if you want to know what's going on, go to Twitter. But anyways, so I just want to apologize for the lack of videos. And if you do watch all of my videos, then you're going to hear me reinstate this in a couple series. This way, people who watch those series will understand. But anyways, let's continue. In understanding, his smiles returned before he took my hand gently and shook it.
That's a pretty name. I'm happy to know it now.
His name is Andrew. That is correct. Okay. Nah, it's not that nice. Nah, bro, nah.
I have to disagree with you. It's much better than Andrew. I mean, who names their kid Andrew?
I know a lot of people who name their kid Andrew. In fact, I would say Andrew's the male version of Anna, but you know. A lot of people do, see?
But how about Axel or Ace? Something cool like that.
You're not a 90s, sci-fi character. You're not Neo. Let's not get overboard. I couldn't help but laugh at him. He was pretty chill for a guy who was supposed to be the vice chairman's son. He grinned and laughed along with me. I don't know why, but I felt warm, whether it was the almost non-existent breeze or the situation we found ourselves in. It felt nice.
Lewis.
Oh. And just like that, the feeling had finished. We both turned to see my dad at the doors of the mansion, staring at Andrew with almost a deadly glare. Andrew straightened up, trying to maintain a business posture.
Yes, sir?
Oh, I'm guessing his last name is Lewis? I don't remember. Maybe from the last episode? I don't know.
Your limo is in the front. The driver has requested that you return home. Now.
Has the driver requested that he returns home, or have you requested?
Oh, all right. Thank you, sir.
Snap. Andrew quickly nodded to me before speeding back into the mansion to leave. As I took a step to follow, my dad stepped in front of me. Dad?
I don't want to hear it. Do not become friendly with him. He wants to take the company away from us. You have no reason to be friends with him.
Okay. I really don't like her, Dad. Before I could Before I could retort, my dad turned away and walked back inside, muttering about how the party was near an end. I sighed and entered the house as well, wanting the party to end immediately. Eventually, only Zuzu, Naomi, my parents, and the incubi were left. My dad suddenly walked over and placed a hand on my shoulder with a smile. I stared up at him. A wave of confusion washed over my face. What?
You did good tonight. I'm proud.
He's proud. Oh, thank you, Dad?
Keep it up and you'll be a good CEO.
I don't want to be no CEO. Oh, right.
All right. Your mother and I have to leave.
Oh, achievement.
Naomi and Suzu need to leave as well. Just because it's Saturday doesn't mean you should stay up all night.
I just got an achievement and it's called Daddy Approves. right. And
Thanks for having us. It was a great party.
yeah.
We'll come visit tomorrow or something. All right?
Mm-hmm. Right, see ya.
Good night, sweetie. Come visit us soon.
I don't plan on it. Will do. All 4 of my remaining guests left the building, all but my dad waving back to me. With the last of the guests gone, I sighed and sat at the staircase exhausted. Phew. That was tiring.
It's not like you had to do any work, though.
Shut up, Sam.
Give her a break, man. She was getting interrogated left and right.
Yeah, Sam.
She handled herself the best she could.
Yeah, Sam.
As expected, princess.
Oh my god, Eric, I hate you.
Since you're exhausted, why not head to bed? We can clean up.
Do I get an option?
Ugh.
Jesus.
Hush, Sam.
Hush, Sam. Are you guys sure?
Positive. It shouldn't take long.
Ho ho ho! It didn't take long to find you little shits after all.
Wait, that's the voice from that dream. There's that music again. I felt a hot shudder run down my spine. The voice from my dreams echoed through the air into my ears. I looked around, panicked alongside the incubi. James placed a hand on my shoulder, trying to remain calm.
Don't worry. No one will hurt you.
Oh snap, and they all look mad except for Matthew. He just looks sad. Damien looks like he's ready to eat someone.
Are you sure? Are you really sure?
What's his name again? Oh my god. They said it in the dream. All of us shot our heads towards the door, finally pinning down the direction of the voice. The doors quickly swung open, revealing a sight I would have never expected to see. That's the villain of the movie, of this movie? Of the game? That's the villain of the game. Okay. Skin red as blood, eyes black and gold piercing into mine, roughed up clothes, and a pistol in his hand. I saw a monster. Oh, there's a second one. Okay. I covered my mouth not to scream at the sight. Dried blood covered the bandana around his neck, and he smirked at me and the boys around me. Besides the red-skinned man was a similar-looking woman in matching tough light clothes.
Oh, what's the matter, boys? You really didn't think I wouldn't find you, did you?
Can we just, like, remember, I think it's the second episode or third episode, where we came into our own house and we saw the boys laying in a pool of blood on the floor. Yeah, I think that's when I made this series 16 plus.
I hoped you would, you piece of...
Well, all of a sudden the man raised the gun at Sam's face and instantly pulled the trigger. Oh my god. We all gasped in shock, instinctively expecting to see a bullet run through Sam's face. But...
What the f***?
What?
What? What should have been a headshot ended up a loud but empty blank shot. The pistol echoed its empty shots as the man grew more and more pissed, pulling the trigger over and over in aggravation. Luckily for my ears, it became quieter after the first shot.
Why the f***
This place is protected.
Huh? What?
What did you say, shrimp?
This place has a seal, protecting it from hellborn magic.
But it's a gun. Is it a hell gun? Are we gonna find out something interesting about my grandfather?
What the f*** supposed to mean?
Oh god, there's gonna be so many bleeps in this episode. The man growled and threw his gun at Sam, who was unable to dodge it in time. The pistol bounced off the ground a couple times before sliding further away, hitting the wall with a final stop. As it stopped moving, the gun faded into a black flame and disappeared into the air.
The previous owner had this place protected by magic, Malix.
Oh, that's right, his name is Malix, okay. Okay, so my grandfather protected this house from magic. Okay, well. Malix, that was his name. His existence resonated in my memory from the dream I had. However, I looked to Matthew in the same confusion as Malix did. This place is protected by magic?
It would seem that your grandfather had some sort of protective barrier around this house. From the looks of it, it only disables Hellborn magic.
Oh. Totally normal, right? Wait, I'm really confused now. What is this game, guys? Malix's face grew to that of an extreme anger. His fist tightened as if he was crushing a stress ball. Really? Crushing a stress ball.
What's stopping me from dragging your asses out and shooting you then?
The fact that there's more of us than there are of you. And question, why was he in my dream? And also, is that saying that he's gonna like put a gun to my head? Because that's what happened in the dream. But I was like unable to see and unable to move. So out of pure instinct, I stepped forward and placed myself between Malix and the boys with no power. Malix wasn't going to fight. I took that chance to stand up to him instead of being powerless like I was in the dream. Get out of my house, blank off, leave them alone. See, if this was real life, I definitely would not do this. But I kinda wanna do this. Malix suddenly laughed wildly, staring at me in disbelief.
Whoa! Who let the bitch out of her cage? What is this? A reverse harem or something?
While the Joker was released, what did I do? Malix grinned at me evilly, walking close to me. Run. What? Duck. I can't. Oh my god, it's timed. Duck. Oh, I got an achievement. Can't catch me. Oh, back. I ducked underneath Malix's incoming hand. I stared at his hand in his black flame tattoo in surprise as I took a couple steps back from Malix. Matthew and Damien stepped in front of me, guarding me from Malix with their arms.
A quick one. I'm liking you more and more.
It was quick timed. That's not fair.
Back off, Malix!
Yeah.
Don't start acting tough, you pathetic excuse of a demon. You need more protection than her.
You're not gonna hurt Matthew.
Shut up!
Oh, snap.
Oh, did I make the little Matthew cry? Why don't you just grow a pair?
Okay, there's a reason. There is a reason this game came with an age warning. Guys, there is a reason. There's a 16+ warning at the beginning of these episodes. Punch him, Matthew.
Enough, Malix.
Oh, I forgot she was here. The woman who had been standing in silence the whole time planted a firm hand on Malix's shoulder. Malix looked back at her with a growl and glare that could kill.
Since when did you get the guts to speak out of place?
Okay.
We both know you've never controlled me. I want them dead just like you do. But now's not the time.
To kill them?
Fuck off! I know what I'm doing.
This game.
Do you? Even if you did fight them, there's 5 against 2. We never win.
That's what I said earlier.
Shut up!
Jesus, Malix is so violent.
Let's go, Malix! We're wasting our time!
God. The two growled at each other. If they could have used their magic, I could sense the fire would grow from underneath their teeth. Malix grunted and glared at the boys. He pointed at James, wanting so badly to use his fingers like a knife. They keep saying grunted and glared a lot.
Just wait, pretty boys. we'll get you in real good.
He's the Joker, guys. Sorry for the cough, by the way. Then Malix turned to me, moving his fingers to point directly between my eyes.
And don't think you're safe. Step outside. I dare you.
He really is the Joker. With that, Malix and the woman walked out of the mansion. The doors closed behind them, leaving the boys and I alone once again. I felt my knees give out from under me, forcing the boys to quickly turn and catch me.
Whoa, whoa! Are you alright?
And now Sam's concerned. Yeah, why was he here?
He's been closely tracking us. Our blood trail from the forest must have led him here.
How much were you guys bleeding?
We should have stopped him and finished it here.
For once, Matthew, I agree with you.
I stood up and rubbed my arms, feeling the goosebumps Malix left behind on me. I couldn't stop myself from shivering in fear of his words. Malix, was he a demon?
That son of a bitch is not a demon. He's a devil.
I was right. I didn't say it out loud. I thought it, though. I was right. A devil? There's a difference?
Yes. Demons come from a different plane of existence called the Abyssal Planes. Devils, however, come from one of the 7 circles of a place humans know as hell. Despite us not being human, we are very different creatures.
We actually have brains, for one. Devils always like to cause trouble and try to kill or torture others for their own enjoyment. Demons, like us, know when to use our powers and when not to. We're not stupid.
Okay. Okay. So this game is definitely taking a twist, like how Warm Bodies took a twist on zombies.
Devils follow orders from higher-ups in their order, and their power only comes from their connection to hell. Demons all have free wills and don't rely on where they came from to use their powers.
This was all so confusing. Demons and devils and magic all existed, and I happened to land in the middle of it. What do we do?
You're safe. You've been protected as well.
Okay, but please explain to me, someone, why my grandfather had a protected, enchanted house? What?
What Damien's saying is that the magic that protects this place also protects you.
Okay.
Your grandfather must have cast it when you last saw him or something of that nature. We can sense its aura around your body.
I'm really confused. Just the Damien, I couldn't believe my ears. It was the 3rd day of surprises, and this one took the cake in being the most surprising. I felt my head spin once again. What did I get myself into?
Miss, please don't worry. We'll find a way to train ourselves and become stronger to finally finish this feud.
I'm gonna kick his ass right now.
Okay, you can do that, Sam. Go do that.
Until then, we'll protect you as much as we can. If Malix comes back, we'll be here for you.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought the game was ending this episode. It's not, apparently. But what about going outside? Won't he...
Like we said, you have a protection spell on you. Even if Malix attacks you, he won't be able to use his magic on you. He'd be just like any other human you can fight back against.
Didn't you say you knew Taekwondo?
Hey! Well, yeah. I felt somewhat relieved that I was mostly safe from Alex. Still, I could not help but feel very nervous and apprehensive about the future. The boys were safe here to train and become stronger. But what if Malix did the same? Even more so, I was lost about how my grandfather knew about magic. I had to find out. At least I had time. Oh, I got another achievement. Green apples. That's my achievement. Okay. 3 achievements this episode. Yay! I went to bed that night feeling nervous. Despite the words of the incubi, I felt like the target to something I'd never be able to explain or prove. Magic? Devils? Demons? How did this all even happen? Should I really meddle with this situation? Should I really meddle with the situation? They are only staying until after they defeat Malix. That's right. They said that they only stay until after they defeat Malix. After that, my life could go back to normal. Temporary insanity, as Kay would say. Who's Kay? Who is Kay? Who is Kay? The question was then, would I want them to leave? If my life went back to normal, then I'd have to care for the house on my own. I'd get to focus on my life instead of being distracted by the boys. I'd have to. My life. Where was my life going anyway? I was under pressure from my parents, with only my friends and the boys to comfort me. Without the boys, I'd have no way to hide from my responsibilities. Alright, where is this girl going? Oh, I'm saying this part out loud now. Enough. Let's just sleep and deal with tomorrow when it comes. Defeating my sense of though I forced myself to sleep unsure of what tomorrow had planned for me. Hopefully, whatever the future had for me, I would be ready for it.
I promise to be with you forever.
Oh. Okay, getting another dream.
You're so important to me.
Okay.
I swear I'll give my life to you.
Wait, is that James? That's James.
Please, let me love you.
That's Eric? Okay, this is creepy.
I'll be by your side, always.
Sam.
I can't imagine living without you.
Matthew. I know what this is.
I want to be with you.
I don't know who that was. Was that Damien?
I love you.
I don't know who that was. The first 2 voices were either Naomi and Zuzu, or they were just 2 completely new girls. Like I said, I spoiled the ending of this game for me. I said this previous episodes. The ending is different for everyone, but I'm just saying I know what happens in the end, pretty much. So, yeah. This is what happens when you try to make thumbnails and then you start reading things. I slowly opened my eyes, letting in the voices of my dreams echo in my head and force me awake. I rubbed my eyes before sitting up and looking at my clock. 7 a.m.? Why am I up so early? I fell back onto the bed and closed my eyes, trying to go back to sleep. However, something kept me awake. Why? It's too early to even be alive. I gave up and sat up, staring at the fireplace across my bed. A sigh escaped from between my lips before I threw my legs over the side of the bed. What to do at 7 a.m. in the morning? Work on homework, make some coffee, explore the house. Well, it's 7. I'm not going to do homework, and I don't drink coffee, so I'm going to say explore the house. I decided it was a good idea to wander around the house. I never really explored it much as a child, so there were bound to be new surprises. Welp, come on feet, let's go on an adventure. I stood and exited my room, hoping that the boys were still asleep. I'd begun to wander the halls and on my end of the house, opening each door to find what room each door led to. Quickly I found an old office. A desk and chair sat by of the far side as a large bookshelf on the documents and memorabilia donned its nooks and crannies. There were a couple of pictures of me growing up peeking from the shelves as I walked further into the room. I don't believe I've been in here before. I tried to recall memories of ever seeing this room, coming up with nothing as a result. This room was new to me. Did I want to disturb the furniture? I'm curious. Curiosity killed the cat. I gently opened the shelves and any drawers I saw in the room, and a couple of them were books and even sewing kits. I assumed they were used for my grandfather's toys, so I left them alone. One drawer, however, was locked, no matter how many times I pulled it. Ugh, come on, open! Nothing. It would not budge. The drawer beside it, though, did, revealing a laptop. Why is there a laptop in a drawer? I lifted it from the drawer and carried it over to the desk and chair. Opening it, it was a high-tech laptop with a retina scanner as a padlock. I was not sure whether or not to try to unlock it or not. Try, don't try. I'm not gonna lie, I think this was meant for her to find, so I'm gonna say try. I decided to try. I turned on the computer and leaned my face near the retina scanner, lining the camera up with my eye. To my surprise, I heard a ping come from the computer before the screen opening to the desktop. Huh? Look at that! I don't know how that would work considering everyone's retinas have a different pattern to them, like a fingerprint. So, on the desk were documents and folders labeled to different aspects of the Anderson Company. Taxes, profits, bylaws, products, the list went on and on. If I really did want to become the CEO of the Anderson Toy Company, I had everything about it in my fingertips. Dad would sure be impressed. One icon, however, stood out from the rest. Vorego. I double-clicked the icon, but no window came up. Instead, I heard a large click come from the drawer that was locked. Oh! What the? I slowly left my seat and walked over to the drawer, attempting to open it again. It slid open smoothly in the direction of my pulling hand, revealing 2 books. One was a plain black journal with a tie to keep it closed. The other was bound in leather with cryptic symbols all over the cover. That's not creepy at all. I took out the journal and skimmed through it, seeing my grandfather's notes. They were all detailed explanations and options and opinions on his findings of demon magic. He really didn't know about magic. I sat down on the desk, reading through the journal further, finding drawings and sketches of symbols and magic circles, each with their own different meanings and effects. It was all fascinating. There was even a page of important spells to know. I read through them, trying to memorize them in my mind. I like the music that's playing. I don't know what came over me, but I started to feel more energetic and more powerful simply reading my grandfather's notes. I was suddenly aware of the energy that surrounded my body and the power that was around the house. The more I read, the more powerful I became. Oh, the music stopped. However, my mind suddenly froze and I found myself walking back to the drawer, putting the book back and closing the drawer. The lock reset and I snapped out of it. Huh? What? I shook my head and looked at the drawer, realizing what I had done. I walked over to the desk to reopen the lock, but suddenly felt the need to stop. Something held me back, and I didn't want, something held me back and didn't want me to pry anymore that I already had. I was curious beyond belief, but I obeyed my thoughts for now. Eventually, I would come back and look into it. Oh, I got another achievement. Curiosity is in the family. And it's a picture of our grandfather. Okay. Alright guys, I just realized this episode is going on half an hour now, so I'm going to end it here. So, that is that. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave your opinions down below if you know, or if you think you know, of what that whole dream we had was, and what do you think is going on with the Anderson family and the spells and whatnot. So yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Remember, this is not just my channel, this is your channel too. Bye! Come on, Star. Fight him. Fight him. Oh, snap. Oh. Oh my god. They're watching this happen. Oh no! We got destroyed. Galactica and Stardust now despise each other. God.